Hello everyone. Let us provide the solution to this problem. We have 4 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of negative x equal to 65 over 4, right? Okay, the first thing I want us to do is to clear out the fraction so that this 4 will multiply everything. And we're going to have 4 multiplied by 4 to the power of x plus 4 multiplied by 2 to the power of negative x equal to, on this side, 4 will cancel itself and we have 65. Now from here, this is what I want us to do. I want us to break this into 2, so we have 4, then here we have 2 to the power of 2, and then we have power of x on the outside, right? Then plus, because 2 squared will give 4, okay? Now this 4 will appear, then here we have 2 to the power of x. Now this negative, I want to take it out, so I have negative 1, and then this is equal to 65. Now what do you observe? Okay, let me turn this around. I can bring x inside and take 2 outside. So I have 4 into 2 to the power of x to the power of 2. Then plus 4 to the power 4 into 2 to the power of x minus 1 equals 65. Remember, we want to solve this completely. Now, the next thing we will do is to replace 2 to the power of x. So let y be equal to 2 to the power of x. So that in place of this now, I'm going to write y. So we have 4y squared plus here we're going to have 4y to the power of negative 1 because 2 to the power x is y, and this is equal to 65. And remember that y to the power of minus 1 is 1 over y. So this is the same thing as 4y squared plus 4 into 1 over y, and this is equal to 65. Now, what should I do again? Clear out the fraction. So it will be y times the whole of this. That will give us 4y cubed. Then plus, here again, y will cancel itself. So we're going to have 4. And this will be equal to 65 times y. And that will be 65y. Now, what should I do? From here, rearrange this. So we have 4y to the power of 3 minus 65y, then plus 4 is equal to 0. Now, for us to be able to factorize this, we are going to apply a couple of manipulations, okay? Now, this is what I want us to do first. We have 4y to the power of 3, right? Minus, now I want to bring out 16 because 4 can gladly go into 16. So I want to write 16x squared over here. And because this is by manipulation, I still have to take it away by adding another 16x to the power of 2. Remember that 16x minus 16x squared plus 16x squared will give 0, so we have not changed anything. Then negative, this 65y, I want to write it as negative 64y minus 1y, because this would at the end of the day give us negative 65. Then we have plus 4. Now this is equal to 0. Okay, go through it very well and let's make sure that you get it. Now, what do I do again from here? I want to group this into 2 so that I can factorize. Remember, we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can group them into 2 and it will be balanced. So we have 4y to the power of 3 minus 16x squared. This will be on its own. Then plus, here again we have 16x squared minus 64y. This will be on its own. Then we have minus outside. Here we have y. This negative will turn this to negative. So we have this, and everything is equal to 0. Now factorize all of them. 4 is here and it's there, so write 4 as a common factor. We have y to the power of 3, and okay, I think I've made a couple of mistakes. Okay, so we're having y now. Nothing should be x. So this is y, this is y, and then y again, this is y, and this is y, because we have already replaced our x. Now here we have y squared, so that in here we're going to have 1y, then minus 4 into 16 is 4, and the whole of the y has come out. So I close this, then plus here what is common is 16y. In here we have y, and then 16 into 64 will give 4. So we have this, y has already come out. Close that. Then here nothing is common, so we have minus. If you like, you can have 1 outside since nothing is common, so you have y minus 4, and this is equal to 0. And at this point, what do? We factorize. Okay, y minus 4 is common to all of them, so bring out y minus 4, let it be in the first bracket. Then in the second, what will be left over here is 4y squared. Right here we have plus 16y, and here we have minus 1. So close this, and everything is equal to 0. Now we can apply zero product rule to say that y minus 4 is equal to 0, or what I have over here is equal to 0. I'm coming back to pick that. So y from here is equal to 4. But then remember that we are not looking for y, we were actually looking for the value of x. And we say that x, okay, let y be equal to 2 to the power of x. So that means 2 to the power of x is now equal to 4. Now this means that 2 to the power of x is equal to 2 to the power of 2. And from here the bases are the same, the powers must be equal. Our x is equal to 2. And this is one of the solutions to the equation. Now to get the other solutions, we are going to pick from this quadratic expression and we'll equate it to 0. 4y squared plus 16y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now let's use the formula method to deal with this. The formula is y is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2. Now let's keep going. Our y now will be equal to, b is 16, so I write minus 16 over here, plus or minus. Then here we still have 16 squared minus 4 times a is 4, then times, okay, minus 1. Because our c is minus 1. So the whole of this will be over 2 times 4, right? Because a is 4. If we continue, y will be equal to minus 16 plus or minus. 16 squared will give 256. Then this will turn to positive because of this negative and this. 4 times 4 times 1 will give us 16, right? So we will have 16 over here, and this will be over 8. Now let's continue. Okay, so y will now be equal to minus 16 plus or minus. Then we have 16 times 17, and this will be over 8. So that y will be equal to minus 16 plus or minus, we have 4 here, Okay, then we have square root of 17, and the whole of this will be over 8. Now, let me continue with this, so that y will be equal to minus 16. Okay, let me break it into 2 before factoring. Minus 16 plus 4 root 17 over 8, or minus 16 minus 4 root 17 over 8. So that if we continue with this, y will be equal to, now we can factor out, or by the way, let me say that 4 will go here 1 time, 4 will go here 2 times, and the same 4 will go here 2 times, right? So that means from here now we'll be having minus 2. Okay, 4 will go here 4 times. We'll be having minus 4 plus square root of 17 over 2. Okay, or on this side we have minus 4 minus square root of 17 over 2. I hope you can understand what we are doing. So that's from here, what do we do next? We are looking for the value of x. Remember when we say that y here is 2 to the power of x, so that means 2 to the power of x will be equal to the whole of this, which is 4 plus root 17 over 2. I'm using positive first. I'll use this again. Then from here we take the log of both sides, so that we have log x. Okay, we have log 2 to the power of x equal to log of minus 4 plus root 17 over 2. The power can always go behind, so x log 2 is equal to log, open brackets, minus 4 plus root 17. This is over 2. And then to get the value of x, we'll divide both sides by log 2. Then divide the whole of this by log 2. This cancels this, and then we have x to be equal to this. Okay, so we have log minus 4 plus root 17 over 2 divided by log 2, right? Now, because they're having the same base, this will become the base of this. So we have this to base 2. Then, if we work with this particular value, then our x will still be equal to log. We have minus 4 minus square root of 17 over 2 to base 2. The only difference is the negative and the positive, right? And then from here we have 2 other values for x. Remember the first value, which is x, equal to 2. So these are the 3 values for x. I believe you've learned something.